What's up, beautiful souls? Your boy Loon is back with another subreddit video, and I'm excited because today we are diving into a new subreddit to this channel, r/marriage. I found this the other day while doing one of the Reddit reads, and it seems extremely interesting, and it's described as a place for sharing the for better and for worse of marriage. And for full transparency, I am no expert at marriage. I'm honestly not an expert at a lot of things, but I'm excited to dive into this because it's really interesting. I mean, I'm single, but the content on here is just fascinating, and I'm excited to read this with you guys. Also, for those of you guys that like live Reddit reads and live content, we've been doing live streams 1 to 3 days every single week. And if you guys want to stay tuned for whenever I live stream, make sure you guys follow the Discord with the link in the description box down below. And if you're new to my content and you enjoy videos like this, make sure you guys hit the subscribe and notification bell. Help me towards the goal of 13,000 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who helped me hit 12,000. And now let's get into this new subreddit here. So I have no clue what's in store besides whatever I've seen so far. Oh, wow. Okay, so this one sounds interesting. The title of this one is Shocked by What Came Out of My Husband's Mouth. Okay, so OP is 44 and her husband is 51. Not a big age gap, solid. So my husband and I have been working hard to lose weight and be healthier as we age. Congratulations, that's a great goal to have. I think everybody should strive to be somewhat healthier. For context, I have been heavy. Always been heavy. Growing up, I was a competitive swimmer who swam 2 times a day, and I was still 5'11 and 200 pounds. Wow. 5'11 is a crazy build. As a 5'4 short guy, like a short guy, I wish. I was always made fun of for my weight, even called Miss Piggy by my own grandfather. Wait, but I'm curious, like, what was your build like at 5'11 and you swam a lot? I'm curious. But anyways, hence I've always been conscious of my body. Also, insane that your own grandfather would call you Miss Piggy. That's pretty messed up. My husband, on the other hand, have always been thin until he hit 40, and then he couldn't eat a gallon of ice cream a week and keep the weight off. So this morning, we both weighed ourselves, and for the first time, I weighed less than him. Congratulations, hell yeah. He made a comment about being bigger, and I told him that I'm still larger than him because of our height difference. Oh, so he's a short king. That's awesome. I pointed to my tummy and told him, see, my tummy is flabby and saggy. He points at it and says that I have the most beautiful tummy that grew 2 humans in it. Aw, that's really cute. That's actually amazing. Then he goes on and tells me how beautiful I am and that my tummy is part of the miracle of life. Oh, what a awesome king. I'm not gonna lie, I came into this expecting that it was gonna be very negative. This is amazing. Yeah, I absolutely fell in love with my husband. Oh, all over again. I love that man, 21 years, and he still continues to amaze me. TLDR, my husband of 21 years told me how much he loves my flabby tummy because I grew 2 children. He made my day. That's amazing. I love that. Damn it, I fell for the rage bait. Yeah, I did too. I really thought this was gonna be some negative stuff, but that's amazing. Oh, now on the negative end. My husband left and is expecting me to beg him to come back home. Oh, brother. Not the first time he's left during an argument. When it happened in the past, I'd call him like the next day begging him to come home. Honestly, my self-esteem has been horrible because of the way he treats me. Oh, I'm so freaking sorry, dude. And this is your husband? Man, that's so unfortunate. And, you know, anybody who's in a rough marriage like this where your self-esteem is getting negatively impacted by your husband or your wife, like, I feel for you. That sucks. I hope things get better and hope you can see your way out of it or improve the relationship through, you know, whatever means. I'd always freak out and that he'd cheat, and I'd beg him to come home. That is so shitty to feel. When he left, he even made a smart comment. You're going to be crying for me to come back home. Guess what? It's been 4 days and I'm at peace. He went to his dad's and I know he wasn't expecting to be gone this long. I know he's just waiting for me to cry to him. He texted me yesterday, what do you want to do with our relationship? I didn't respond. So a couple hours later, he responded, are you ignoring me on purpose? I mean, yeah, but then a couple hours later, hello? Our daughter has a doctor's appointment, so I just responded to text him telling him how her appointment went. I'm just tired and I've changed. You know, and this is a key into the science of manipulation, okay? From my experience witnessing others go through relationships like this and just watching it unfold from a third person perspective, Also have dealt with a few manipulative people in my life. Whenever these guys or girls are, attention seeking, they're really wanting you to do that very little thing that gives them that validation that they still have you wrapped around their finger. The moment you start pulling away, that's the moment they start getting anxious, and that's the push pull, and it's not a good relationship to be in. I mean, ideally you would want a confidently secure relationship, but that's what happens when you get the avoided anxious attachment styles, and then also manipulation comes to play. And the moment you start pulling away, he's like, oh no, wait, no. I also want to add, every time he's left in the past, he's never come back home without me begging him. Exactly, because he wants that. He never just say, sorry, can I come back home? Always me. He's so manipulative, and I got tired of it. I snapped on him and told him to go. As you should, queen. Yes, divorce him. You and your kids deserve better than this. Yeah, I mean, I'm not in the relationship, so I can't just be like, oh, divorce him. But it does sound like he is a net negative to your life. And I mean, I'm an advocate for cutting out people that are net negative. What? Oh my God. Dude, the title of this one's crazy. Husband got another woman pregnant. So the title of this one says, husband got another woman pregnant. And it goes, I know I am a villain because I promised my husband 3 kids, but after first, I just didn't have it in me. Traumatic birth and depression did a number on me, which is like very normal. Like my sister wanted 2 or 3 kids, ended up with 1. Can't imagine having any more children. That's like fine. My son is 3, and we were kind of in a limbo because he would still bring up second child as soon as we had my son, but his frequencies started to die down. Last time he talked about it was a year ago. We had a fight. He started his affair afterwards. Oh, snap. Did you find out? I'm curious. Did you know about this affair already, or is this a recent revelation? All right, so he started his affair afterwards. His affair partner is pregnant. He admitted to not using protection with her, but claims that she was on birth control. She is keeping the child. That's fishy to me. She contacted me and said that she didn't know that he was married when they started dating, and she couldn't let him go after she found out 6 months ago. Oh, so that's how you found out. Dang, that's crazy. She said she is very sorry. She wants my husband to be involved and wants me to decide what I want to do with my marriage. Well, you definitely got to leave. If I want to leave my husband, then she would want to have a relationship with him and will only be involved with my son's life as much as I am comfortable with. Whoa. If I want to stay with my husband, then she will end things with my husband for good. What? Why does this man get to have options? Why don't both of you guys just leave and co-parent with him? What? That's crazy, because then you're willing to be with someone that cheated on a person with you. Like, that's kind of insane, but okay. I mean, to each their own. But she doesn't want to have but she doesn't want her child to not have a father, so she understands that her child will stay with me, and she wants me to grant her some same courtesy for only being involved with her child as much as she feels comfortable with. Either I lose my child half the time, or I have to accept my husband's affair baby in my home. I would co-parent and just, yeah. I don't know. I'm not in that position, so I can't really say. This is just from my perspective, because I feel like this guy does not deserve either of them, actually. I'm confused. What? My husband doesn't show it in front of me, but he seems happy. He got his dream of 2 kids, and I'm in a nightmare. That's so poopy, dude. He really got 2 people preggo and still gets to have a wife or a relationship. That's insane. Leave. He broke his marriage vows, and do not blame yourself because you didn't give him 3 kids. It has nothing to do with kids. He claimed he thought she was on birth control, so it was all purely cuddling, not about children. Yeah, for real. She should send her husband to the affair partner. He's worthless. Yeah, I mean, honestly, at this point, in the OP's perspective, it's up to him and that woman to do whatever, but you got to care about yourself. You're not going to be happy in this relationship knowing that this guy openly, was disrespecting you in that way. And, yeah, hell no. That's either way. I mean, it's a shitty situation regardless. It's not a win-win, but it's more of a win long term to just leave him, in my opinion. But I'm just a guy who reads. So what do I know? Oh God, what? A sandwich made me realize I want a divorce. No way. Okay, these are insane. So first one was positive. We've been going down a negative rabbit hole now. But the negative ones, I'm not gonna lie. The positive ones are nice because they're palate cleansers. The negative ones are crazy, so they're fun to read. I was completely exhausted the other day. I've been going through a difficult time with a personal matter. Also, deep in the throes of perimenopause. I didn't cook dinner, so wait, hold up. What is perimenopause? Sorry, I'm a dumb guy who doesn't know things about women's bodies. Perimenopause means around menopause. It refers to the time during which your body makes the natural transition to menopause. Okay, so it's like right before it happens, and there's like a lot of symptoms that happen, like hot flashes, sleep problems. Oh, that's crazy. I did not know that there was a pre-phase. I kind of, not gonna lie, I kind of thought it just like happened, but it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, so let me reread this. I was completely exhausted the other day. I've been going through a difficult time in a personal matter, also deep in the throes of perimenopause. I think I pronounced that right. I didn't cook dinner, so when my husband got home from work, he made himself a sandwich. Does he not know how to cook? I'm just curious. He has to just make a sandwich. He made one for me too. Oh, that's nice. He made me a sandwich he knows very well I wouldn't eat. Oh, not nice anymore. The bread was hard and it was dry AF. Oh, that's messed up. It was in that moment that I saw the big picture. I realized that should I ever not be able to care for myself, the level of care I would receive from him would be based solely on his willingness or unwillingness to make an effort and not on my actual needs. Wow. You know what? I'm going to commend OP for the self-realization of the situation at hand. Because oftentimes, people who are deep in a relationship or marriage don't really see the stuff like this because they're so enthralled, and then they also lie to themselves saying like, oh, but then this, but then that. She saw it right away. And this is true. If somebody isn't thoughtful, then why are you even with them? And like, especially like, come on. I asked him, why would you make a sandwich you know I won't eat and act like you did something kind? I asked him if he would think it was kind of me to make him a pot of beans. He gags at the thought of them and serve it to him. Yeah, like literally, dude. Okay, it's one thing if it's an accident, but I mean, like, you should know the bread is bad. Like, that's messed up. Oh, and the worst part is he could have literally just added mayo to the sandwich and it would have been edible. Oh, damn, he literally just put like cheese and meat on like hard bread. That sucks. Instances like this have plagued our whole marriage. Oh, so there's been multiple instances too. Yeah, get out. Jordan, peel your way out of there and get out. He doesn't do things out of the kindness of his heart and genuine care or just because. He does these things so haphazardly with the least amount of effort put in. And just because he feels some weird obligation, I'm terrified to grow old with him. I don't think I want to. Yeah, and you know, it sucks, but sometimes people don't find this out about a partner until years in. You know, because like this side of them don't really show, or they change for the bad, you know? Because people do change, hopefully for the good, but sometimes for the bad. They get complacent and things happen and they don't really care about you. And that's not good, dude. You should be with someone that, you know, don't get me wrong. When you're in a relationship for a long time, and I have been in a long-term relationship before, so this is something I can actually speak on with expertise, at least a little bit. You know, there is little bits that fade away, 100%. That's just natural because that's the honeymoon phase going away. But the real reality is even that going away doesn't mean that common decency should go away. Like, this is so like, I wouldn't even do this with my friends. Like, what the hell? That's so messed up. Same scenario the other day in a happy relationship or in a healthy relationship. Wife comes home completely exhausted. Job, her mom is in the hospital and her hormones are out of whack. I made a sandwich for her and me. She says thank you and asks me if I can get mayo and mustard out of the fridge. I obliged and kissed her in the forehead. We sit down and eat, and we finish watching Squid Games. Good luck to the rest of your journey. Yeah, that's literally as easy as it gets. If a guy doesn't understand that, like, you shouldn't even be with him. Oh, what? My husband accidentally called me fat. Uh-oh. So for context, we've been together for 16 years. I've always been bigger than your average, quote unquote, size and struggled with body image issues. Oh, I'm so sorry. That sucks. even with a regular old size US 12. Tonight, my husband told me to get my fat ass upstairs. Oh, snap. We both at the same time were mortified at his choice of words. Not necessarily malicious, but for the last 16 years, I've been extremely unconfident with my body, particularly since having 3 of our kids, gaining weight, and 2x clothing sizes. And it's been a constant work in progress with my confidence. He is well aware of this, but it's a big barrier in our relationship. Him wanting me to feel beautiful and me feeling like I'm not. Dude, that sucks. But the way it comes out with such ease after 16 years of loving a woman with self-confidence issues, this has hit me hard in the most awful of ways. I tried saying it hurt my feelings, and now I'm being stonewalled, essentially shunned for being upset by his choice of words. Okay, that's messed up. Yeah, like the first thing could be an accident, but being stonewalled is not. Come on, dude. I did not mean it, and you're not, but it felt mean-spirited. Like the one thing I would be hurt by was used against me. The one thing that would cut as deep as it could. I need an unbiased opinion on how to move forward. I feel so hurt. I feel like all of these negative things I tell myself every single day are true. Hurt, unlovable, unattractive, and it's like a physical cut to my soul. Like every time he told me I was beautiful is a lie. Is it me? Am I the problem here? I feel crazy, but also sensitive and hurt. Please be real with me, but also not unkind. Aw, what a poor soul. Not poor soul, but like what a sweet, gentle soul is what I meant. I need truth, but be gentle truth. I am a 34-year-old female, size US 16, I think. I'm also 5'9", so my size is kind of hidden by my height. But like, I know I'm not skinny either. Also, any advice to moving on from this is appreciated. Thank you, kind souls. Wow. Okay, I don't want to give any advice because in this situation, I'm not an expert at all. But let's read the comments. If I had said that to my wife, I'd be in the doghouse for sure, and I deserve it. In my opinion, you can take him at his word that he didn't mean it if he seemed immediately mortified by what just came out of my mouth. Maybe it's something he would just say jokingly to a coworker or a friend, and in that moment, he said it to you instead. Don't get me wrong, it's nothing he ever said to you. I'm still just on team benefit of the doubt and team forgive. Yeah, this one is lesser. I mean, it's bad, but it's not as bad as the other ones by any means. Having said that, the way he's treated you is shitty. He should acknowledge it, hurt your feelings, profusely apologize, and tell you he loves you before he has any hopes of getting out of the doghouse. Yeah, well said. And like, dude, I mean, yeah, I don't even know what to say. That's pretty bad. Also, like going from that, someone literally impregnating someone else is such a wild shift. Okay, we got an appreciation post. I love when my wife is casually smexy. I know she's not doing it for me. She's doing it for comfort, but OMG, I got out of bed this morning. She got up before me today, and I walked out of our bedroom and saw her, she's 45, standing at our kitchen counter, her back to me, flipping through yesterday's mail. She's wearing this gray ripped tank top, no bra, and a similar pair of black hipster panties. Dude, this sounds like I'm reading like some smut or something. What in the world? Just casually standing there, totally unaware of... I'm just joking, by the way. Smut's way worse. I'm casually standing there, totally unaware of how insanely smexy she looked. And my mind is exploding like F. She looks incredible, but she has no idea how perfect she looks right now. Aw, that's so sweet. It was literally impossible for me, and he's 46, not to walk up behind her and hold her by her hips and kiss her in the shoulders and tell her how great she looked. We're 23 years married, 3 kids together, and my attraction level for her is off the charts. It's ridiculous how casually smexy and beautiful she is by just being her everyday self. See, that's amazing. That's so sweet. I strive to be in something like that. That's amazing. Can we legit have more of these type of positive posts so the youngsters can hear how lovely it is when you get married to the right person? I'm a sucker for this stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's so funny because like we go from like really insane to like nice palate cleansers. This is a nice subreddit. I like that. I like that it switches. Well, speaking of switches, let's read this one. Just found out my wife of 17 years cheated with my best friend 15 years ago. Oh, dude, no. Oh, man. Finding out that late, like, oh, that sucks. Because then you feel like all that time's wasted too, right? All right, let's read this. Just found out today that so OP is 43 and his wife is 42. So he found out that his wife of 17 years cheated on me 15 years ago with one of my best friends. Also, best friend, you're a POS for that, dude. What in the world? 2 years into their marriage too, brother. What? Like, why not do it at the beginning and then just tell him so that he could save his time from being your friend and her partner? What's up, dude? You want to be in the video? Meow. Okay, never mind. He didn't want to be in the video. When I confronted her about it, she did not deny it and basically said that she hadn't. So she didn't deny it and basically said that she hadn't thought about that in years. Oh, what in the flippity, man? I'm about to flip this table over. I was expecting something more heartfelt and some sort of version of an apology, but instead I got a calm recollection of what happened. And that she was unhappy at the time with our relationship. I won't deny that our relationship has had its issues, but that we both could have made more of an effort in many areas, but I never will accept that as an excuse for cheating. This hurts in so many ways, but because it is so fresh for me and so long ago for her, I feel like she is fully feeling sorry for her actions. Or I don't feel like she is fully sorry for her actions. To further complicate this mess, the guy that she cheated on was a very good friend that we see multiple times a year. Oh no, what? That makes it way worse. With his family and kids. So dude has a wife too. I'm supposed to be seeing him in a couple weeks on a trip out of town. Oh, I don't know how I could control my hands from just flying. And now I don't know if I should confront him beforehand or just cancel the trip and end all contact. Probably the second. I don't know. I feel like that's more mature. I don't know. That's a tough one. They both are at fault, but per her story, he was very persistent in pursuing the affair. Oh my God. I see posts that are similar on this sub and others. And while I do take some comfort in seeing I'm not alone in experiencing things like betrayal of trust and infidelity, it just hurts so freaking bad to know that the person who is supposed to be my partner, my constant in life, and the one person I normally can share everything with is the person who I can no longer trust. I'm planning on starting therapy for myself. Oh, congrats. That's good. And as a couple, as well as soon as possible. Ooh, I don't even know if it's worth it to do couples therapy. Like, what? Or I don't know. I'm not an expert. I don't know. I just don't see how I will ever be able to not ruminate on this for the rest of my life. I'm heartbroken, angry, embarrassed, and I'm so very overwhelmed. Thank you for everyone who reads this. I'm hoping it just helps just typing this out and putting it out there for the universe. Wow, that's insane. Wowzers. Someone in the comments said, you definitely need to cancel the trip and cut out the guy out of your life permanently. I agree. Anyone willing to do that is not a real friend. If you wanted to go scorch earth, make sure he and his partner knows why you're cutting them off. Oh, dude, yeah, letting his partner know would be crazy. Honestly, I mean, I'm kind of here for it. But I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say like you should, but that would be some drama. It's clear your wife doesn't have any remorse for the affair. You need to decide if you can move past it or if it's going to end your marriage too. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know. That's a tough situation to be in. I have nothing to say to that, honestly. It's just so shitty. It's just one of those things that I guess you would have to figure out if you're in that position. Oh, a sweet one. I'm convinced that I won the husband lottery. So her husband messages her and says, thank you for having dinner with me and enjoying some good tacos. I love and miss you. I'm glad we were able to have some time together. I hope that you will have a good night and enjoy today. I can't wait to see you when I get home. Aw, even though they live together, that's so sweet. He says, let me see them cheeks. Classic message. Love that. She says, I don't feel good. And then he says, what do you mean? Stomach ache or headache or something else? She says stomach ache. I wonder why, like bathroom issues or it just hurts. I'm sorry you don't feel good. Can I get you something, water, medicine? No thanks. A book would help. Like a trip to Powell's or a book from your bookcase. Lol. Powell's. Aw. On my way home, I can't wait to see you. I'm excited to hear you are awake. I miss you. Can't wait to see you. I'll go get it. but I'm gonna need to wait. Hold up. I'll go get it, but I'm gonna need your proposal in writing. And then OP sends, should the aforementioned party blank procure the yarn in question, I blank, I do hereby covenant and agree to render no longer than 5 minutes of cheekage on. Wait, hold up. I love that their conversations are like this because it just is playful and fun. Like, this is how a relationship should be, right? And then he goes, oh yeah, she gave the date June 14th of 2035, and he goes 2035 question mark. And so these are all different message exchanges, by the way. They're not connected. So another message exchange, she goes, how are you feeling? Are you okay? I love you. She goes, yes, I'm Gucci, you. I love that she said I'm Gucci. I say that shit too. He goes, want to play Mario Party? Oh, what a dude. This guy sounds awesome. I would love to be this guy's homie. Can you go get my glasses, por favor? Where? Sue in El Caro, Waterloo. Haha, do we have any? And then this is another message change. He sends messages of rugs. Do you like any of these? And it's just all mushroom rugs. Yes, I love the one on the right. The one closest to me? Yeah, I'll grab one. Ha, I knew you would like that. You know me well. Oh, this is just cute. This is like wholesome as hell. And she adds, we have been together for 7 years. After some really challenging times, things finally seem to be improving for us. A year of couples counseling has been very helpful. See, okay, so in some situations, couples counseling do be working. It has brought us closer and made everything feel much lighter again. Having a safe space to air out our grievances instead of letting them get buried has been wonderful. He's a great man, and I feel so blessed. Hey, legend has it he's still waiting on them cheeks. That's awesome. That's a great comment. I'm gonna upvote that. That's sick. All right, let's read one more before we close it up. I want to read a wild one. Oh, what? Should I confront my wife about what I see on the camera? So we have a camera in our living room. We have a young kid, and I used to monitor him sometimes. But I'm pretty sure my wife doesn't remember that it's there. I doubt that she remembers how to access it either. She isn't doing anything like cheating. Oh, okay. That's what I was suspecting. But I found that she lies about minor things quite often. Ooh, like what? She makes her own work hours at work. She lies about what time she leaves for work, always claiming to leave earlier than she did. Oh, that's very sus. Because why would you lie about something that minuscule? She fakes being asleep. She fakes being asleep? I see her awake, staring at her phone when I'm in another room, but is asleep when I walk in the room she's in. She lies about how much she does. She will say that she's been cleaning for hours when on camera says otherwise. Okay, there could be a plethora of reasons. She could just be a compulsive liar, which is terrible anyways, but like, I'm curious what the actual reasoning to all these little white lies. Or they're not even white lies, they're just tiny lies. She lies about doing work from home. She will claim she is working on her computer when she is literally just watching a TV show, etc. Maybe she doesn't want to seem like a lazy fuck. I don't know. It's mostly annoying, but sometimes it really does bother me. There are a few times when she is quote unquote sleep or quote unquote working, leaving me to handle all the household responsibilities. Oh, it wouldn't bother me so much if we weren't already doing the vast majority of everything. If I weren't. Should I bring it up? Hell yeah. But I mean, how though? I don't know. Let's see the comments. I'm wondering why you would feel the need to watch her all the time. If the camera is for your child, why are you using it to keep tabs on her? I mean, confront her if you must, but be prepared to explain why you felt like you invaded her privacy like that. If this was the husband, you'll be hollering for confrontation. We all know this. Oh, dude, an argument in the comments. I mean, it's not like it's his fault. She forgot the camera was there. Yeah, I mean, definitely a little weird to keep tabs on her, but much more weird that she's lying. Like, I'm much more on his camp on this. It still does. I mean, like, it's not okay to watch your partner, but also, like, why the hell are you lying? I don't know. Let's read this comment. It says, amen. It's not like it's his fault. She forgot the camera that was there, and he's been watching her compile her lies for a while. And also, if you catch her like lying on accident once, you're gonna be more curious to keep going. You know, like I would be. All this means is that the above person probably is just like this guy's wife, and that's why they're so defensive. Imagine defending someone faking being asleep just to avoid you and defending it. That's wild. Yeah, I agree. Before we leave, I want to leave you guys on this story. I'm going to leave out all names, but because of privacy reasons. But I had a friend who was married. They were married pretty young, and they had a kid together. And I hadn't seen him in a while. I ran into him, and he told me the story of why he actually separated with his wife and now divorced. And I was like, what? Because I hadn't seen him in a while. So I thought they were happily married. And he essentially tells me the story. This was a while ago, by the way. This is not anytime recently. He told me the story that his ex-wife now and baby mama got caught on a Ring camera because he had a Ring camera above the ceiling of his front door and just kind of never told her. And like, I don't know. You can have your own opinions on whether that's sleazy or not, but he ended up catching her when he was on a work trip, bringing in her ex into their house that they pay for. It's insane. And like, there was a lot of like fallout and like, yeah, a lot of stuff happened after that. And the crazy thing about all this is I see this woman a lot at the bars. Whenever I'm in a specific city, I always run into her. And she always like, hey, she acts like we're all good. And like, I met her new boyfriend. And in my head, I'm like, I'm not trying to be confrontational. I'm always going to be on his side though, because he's my friend. And I'm always like, hey, but in my head, I'm like, this motherfucker. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of r/marriage. If you guys did like it, make sure you guys let me know in the comments and we can do another episode like this. Also hit the like button. The more views that certain subreddits get, the more likely I'm going to redo it. I had fun. I had a good time on the subreddit. This was a good one. Anyways, love you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Check out the Discord if you guys are interested in that or whatever. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.